to today's Daily Telegraph, how many kids' playgrounds are at risk from government cuts? The answer is 1,300.
Welcome back to Thursday's Right Stuff with Stephen First, Natalie Pinkham and dance maestro Adam. Was Adam Garcia coming in today? Oh, I didn't know. I really didn't know. Wearing my finest kind of Friday going out just... Oh, is he here? Oh, really? Anyway, Adam Garcia. Catch him in Tap Dogs at... Do I sound jealous? Well, I am. Catch him at Tap Dogs at the Novello Theatre in London till the 15th of September. Head to the website to find out how to get hold of tickets. And while you're there, check out our latest Right Stuff read. It's this one. Here we go. It goes good. Room by Emma Donoghue, already nominated for a Booker Prize. There you go. Yeah, you see? Oh, you can do better than that. Oh, yeah, right, yeah. Well, all right, Eric. Easy. 5.tv/Right Stuff is the place to go. And remember, we're still here looking for a viewer-reviewer, so don't be shy. Get in touch, if you want to, review this book, help Matthew review this book, then get in contact with us. OK, still to come. Is it harder raising boys or girls? With girls, you do get the emotions, you do get the tears, and then, of course, there's the worry that they'll get pregnant. Is that more stressful, though, than all the scrapes the little boys get into? 0207 173 5555. That is the phone number for your calls. But first, Adam's going to take us through the headlines. Making news today, Adam. What's happening?
Right, we've got the Daily Mail has on its front page an article about veal that comes from a cloned cow. Oh. Cloned beef, yeah.
Frankenstein beef.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And the controversy, which is effectively, it's banned in England to have any food from cloned or even GM products, really. But somehow some meat has made it into...
Kind of inevitably this was going to happen, wasn't it?
I mean, it's kind of like, yeah, well, if you play around with nature, it sort of comes back to bite you on the behind. But I mean, I'm not really.
Would you have an issue with this? Eating?
It's hard to know. I mean, this veal has come from a cloned animal, which has then been mated. Like the parent has been mated with another animal, so it is a mixed gamete. It's not a direct clone.
It's half clone.
But it does come from cloned meat. There was a animal, and then it was cloned, and then So it's a bit weird. I guess the concern is we really don't know where the science is going. We really don't know what the effects of cloning animals or effects of genetic modification are until further down the line, and that's why the controversy exists.
It tastes so damn good, though.
Yeah.
Veal, love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
I think there's also that thing like, will it have a good life as a cloned animal? Well, it's veal. It's got a pretty short and not so good life, unless it's fed milk.
What makes it taste so damn good.
Yeah.
Right, OK. Next up, Adam, please.
We have the Daily Express.
Yeah.
And it's about foreigners get 77% of new jobs in Britain.
The important thing about this headline, and this shows the Daily Express's natural bias, is the bit that goes underneath that. What does it say, the line underneath that?
Too many of us prefer to live on benefits.
There you go. That's actually...
That's the claim.
Swap that around and you'd probably have a more realistic thing, rather than the Daily Express's push towards xenophobia, which we love. There you go. BNP recruiting tool. Well done, Daily Express, for that one. OK, I won't get any editorial work for the Daily Express. Yeah, OK. They'll probably think I was an asylum seeker anyway. I wouldn't give it to them. Anyway, OK. Next up, Adam.
David Cameron is on the front page of the Times, and he's apparently backing a ban on cheap alcohol. There's a couple of... Greater Manchester Council is talking about putting raising a unit of alcohol to 50p, so stop binge drinking to stop people being able to get cheap alcohol, and his argument is that we might need to stop it in the big supermarkets where they can sell it for six pack for 2p.
So is he? I wonder, having a go at the supermarkets as such, or is he trying to squeeze those poor kind of corner shop owners and small things who are already getting squeezed enough as it is? I can imagine have a hard enough business as it is. But yeah, you're right, there is a problem with alcohol in this country. Something's got to be done about it. And next up, Adam?
And the last one is, it's in the Daily Mail again, and it's an article about things that British people should know, and they've got 20 questions, and you should all know the answers to.
This is in the Daily Mail, is it?
Yeah.
Number one, foreigners are taking our jobs.
Yeah.
True or
what
false?
percentage of foreigners take? 77%. Yeah, bingo. Right on.
Should we just? Do you want to test Steve on those questions?
Okay. For instance, in which of the following is the longest river in the world? A, the Thames. B, the Danube. C, the Nile. D, the Amazon.
Amazon also. No?
So I'd say the Amazon,
No?
yeah.
It is.
I love you, Natalie. Amazon, obviously. No, is it? I just heard your confidence just faded.
I would actually say Nile.
Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah. The Nile, it'd be the Nile. You can edit this together, can't you?
The Amazon is the largest
you would,
river
of course-
system because of all its tributaries.
Nice.
But
Right,
the
okay.
Nile is actually
That's what
the
I'd
longest.
have said.
Okay, Natalie, confident in her knowledge of the world's longest rivers, Pinkham.
Okay. In today's Telegraph, unfortunate news that 1,300 play areas are being scrapped to save Keys services. I find this so depressing because only 1 in 10 kids gets enough exercise as it is, and playgrounds are a nice cheap way of kids tackling obesity, tackling youth crime. I run a charity
Getting out.
called Access Sport, which gets kids off the street, into sport, to do stuff to stop them robbing off grannies or whatever. And
Or out of their bedrooms from playing computer games
well,
all
that's
day
it. No,
long,
but
you know.
tackling obesity and social problems, there's a direct correlation between the more sport and the more exercise kids have, the less crime there is on the streets. I mean, it's simple, isn't it?
So let's
Simple.
tackle childhood obesity by closing down playgrounds.
That's the issue.
Where do you put them,
Brilliant.
you know, in break? Like, where do you put them at lunchtime and, you know,
That's the
afternoon? Like,
problem.
where do they go? Like, they just sit there in the classroom and go, oh,
Yeah.
this is great.
Yeah. Well, with 1,300
Okay.
less play areas.
All right.
And where are hoodies
So they
going
were-
to go and
that's-
smoke? Where are they going to go and hang around?
Just next story, please, Natalie.
Next story, OK. The news that Beckham was axed by Capello last night on TV, which I get that he's 35, but I would argue that he has been the most committed player to the England cause, bar none, in the last decade. He's still a great player. He's still got something in him, and quite frankly, we need him. And the last thing you should do to sack someone is to announce it on television and not talk to the boy himself.
Well,
There you
David
go.
James even said, though, that he found out in the media, didn't he? That he found out in the media that he wasn't playing for England anymore as
Yeah.
well. So, obviously, the management structures there, their HR department at the FA possibly need to sort it out. Yeah.
My final story is from The Express. Men make the best bosses, and even women say so. Do you know what? I don't know. I don't know. There's something in this, because I think a lot of women struggle with female bosses. Because there's some cattiness there. Blokes tend to be less emotional. They don't bring... The argument is that they don't bring their home troubles into work, and they get less involved with office politics. They can be a bit more detached. Men compartmentalise in life, don't they? I think women tend to be a bit
So you
more
think
emotional.
men actually might make better bosses?
Possibly. Whoa. But I don't have a boss. I'm my own boss, so there you go.
Steve.
OK, first story's in The Sun, page 18. It's a very, very good news story. UK's breast cancer death rates are falling. Deaths have plummeted by 30%. Obviously, the incredible work that people do raising money and awareness is working, and in some countries it's actually going up, so that's fantastic. The second story is in the Daily Mail, and the mood today of the Daily Mail is... You're a big disappointment. It's about
It's legendary, isn't it?
if you think that you have it tough getting a couple of points on your licence for speeding, spare a thought for the 37-year-old man from Sweden who raced his Mercedes SLS in Switzerland between Bern and Lausanne, and he raced it at 180 miles an hour. His fine for this, apart from the ban for 2 years, is £650,000.
Oh, no, you didn't.
It's gonna hurt. Ouch! Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. So the third story is in the Daily Mirror, an absolute corker of a story. It's basically a row between two town criers. They've been involved in a slanging match. That's probably the loudest slanging match in the history of slanging matches. Basically, one of them was invited to open a branch of Holland and Barrett down in Tewkesbury in Gloucestershire, and the other one was like, "No, that's my patch, my patch." and it's apparently bad etiquette for one of them to shout on the other one's patch. Nonsense. You wouldn't think it's the summer, would you? And the last story is in the Daily Express. Basically, fellas, if you are queuing up in a supermarket, women can tell what you're like. Or what you are like, potentially as a boyfriend, by what's in your basket.
Yes, true. Yeah,
so frankly, well,
true.
Basically, if you shop at Lidl and you're by yourself, you're a loser. If you shop on Wait, well, you are, frankly. No, I mean, look at you.
I'm just worrying what Lidl's lawyers would be saying about that right now. That's all I'm worrying about.
I've shopped at Lidl, and and I didn't.
I'm a total sticky beak. I always look into other people's baskets.
You do?
I do. Really? And then I sort of cover up what's in mine because I think, oh, I don't want to be judged.
Well, they say, you know, a man with fresh fruit, red wine, a nice bottle of red wine, vegetables, mince for some reason. Mince shows a man with class. Not sure about that. And then you read on, and the last paragraph says, the research by the Potato Council. That's your call to order a meeting at Potato Council. Right, what are we going to talk about today? Potatoes. Right. Let's call an end to the meeting at Potato Council.
OK. Oh, the Potato Council. Right up there with the UN Security Council. After the break, what's harder as a parent? Is it raising boys or girls? Boys are messy, smelly and get into fights, but girls are equally difficult, aren't they? All those tears over boys, they're always on the phone. So what is the tougher job? You tell me on 0207 173 5555. That is the number for your thoughts, and we'll hear them after these very important messages. Commercial they are.
Which do parents is harder to raise, boys or girls? Find out after the ads.